Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Aquarius February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, first thing up is, as far as February goes, the sun will be in Aquarius from the 1st until the 18th, so the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on oneself, self-interest, even one's outlook on life, making first impressions, one's appearance, the physical body, and especially if this is actually one's actual first house on one's natal chart, and new beginnings as well, and also perhaps the early childhood. It could be people that were prominent in one's early childhood. Given that this is Aquarius energy, well, this may be done with a lot of unorthodox energy, very unconventional, very unique. Could be done some of these matters with a lot of selflessness and humanitarianism, and also especially with matters pertaining to one's if there's anyone from one's early childhood that may be involved as well, and also expressing those qualities very outwardly, given that this is the first house we're talking about. So also I mean, this energy may be expressed really in a very, given that this is Aquarius, a very unique manner, very again unorthodox, unconventional, and also with a lot of perhaps even unpredictable energy, and with a lot of spontaneity as well. If there's new beginnings, they may be done, maybe somewhat unorthodox and done with a lot of extemporaneous energy, and there could even be focus on perhaps an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant person from one's early childhood, and it could even be someone that embodies Aquarius-like characteristics. So anyway, next thing up, as far as February goes, the sun will be in Pisces from the 18th until the 28th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. This time there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on monetary matters, finances, income, one's possessions, values, self-worth, self-esteem, and resources as well. And given that this is, you're talking about really, Pisces energy, well, this could be going about with a lot of idealism, a lot of self-sacrifice, especially in matters with one's monetary matters and possessions and resources. It could be it could be the focus too on perhaps something deceptive and duplicitous in one's place of income, and also this could be a time too where it might shine the light, so to speak, on a Pisces-like item. It could be something connected with the metaphysical, which can include astrology. It could be a spiritual, something connected with spirituality or photography, such as a camera or even a photograph. It could be some chemical that may have been missing. It could be something where also anything, perhaps something with poetry or some dancing items, such as a dancing shoe, anything that could be Pisces related. And also too, given that this is Pisces energy, this could be really nebulous and unclear energy. It could be where your self-worth and matters with self-worth and self-esteem may be somewhat nebulous and unclear. Strong focus on it. Even with possessions as well, it could be where maybe you've lost something, or you're trying to find them, or really about what do you really want to possess and what you want to relinquish. There might be some confusion and ambivalence connected with that at this time. So anyway, next thing up is there will be a new moon in Aquarius on February 4th. So it has taken place already, so past tense. But at this time, the first house is what was emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, perhaps there was you may have met, maybe it could be a new Aquarius type beginning that could take place. Something connected perhaps with innovation, invention, or astronomy, astrology, aerospace, even rocket science, something that could be connected with humanitarianism. It could be too where you might have rekindled a connection you had from your early childhood with an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply a person that embodies Aquarius-like characteristics. Now, it could also be a beginning of showing even more Aquarius qualities on a first impression, especially if you're going like on a job interview or something that where the first impression is very critical. You know, such as showing a lot of humanitarian, selfless qualities, consideration, really strong cerebral energy, being able to speak in a very clear, perspicacious manner. And also, too, this could be a time, too, where you might begin maybe like a unique or unorthodox appearance. This could be the start, or maybe you just do something as far as your appearance goes that you haven't really, maybe have not really ventured or even tried up until this point. So, anyway. Well, the next thing up, there will be a full moon in Virgo on February 19th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Of course, this could manifest and be expressed in a multitude of ways. I mean, first off, one might become rather tired, full, exasperated, perhaps that overly critical, judgmental, pedantic, even frugal, perhaps a person you're in an intimate or sexual relationship with. It could be someone in a shared resources situation, somebody that might be overly frugal or even parsimonious, a person that you might think might be withholding some of their resources or things of a monetary nature, and they're not really contributing what he or she should. Could also be a completion or culmination in some cases of a health related transformation, or it could be something connected with some analytical psychological studying or evaluation. It could be too at this time as well. You may, it might be another way this may manifest. This could be, I mean, when you're talking about a full moon in astrology, it could be about a revelation or unveiling. It could be a revelation or unveiling of a Virgo surgical related matter. It could be something intestinal or something with the spleen that may need to be taken care of. And a lot of this, of course, could be dependent and predicated on the aspects this makes. If this is making an inconjunct to your actual ascendant in your chart, this could be something where it could increase the propensity for this, because inconjuncts can be connected with health related matters. It could also be a time, I mean, again, going back, full moon in astrology can be about endings and culminations. It could be about a worrisome 8th house matter might come to an end. It could be something connected with a tax issue, or something connected with even insurance, or even an inheritance related matter. So anyway, next thing up. As far as February goes, Mercury will be in Aquarius from the 1st until the 10th. So the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, well, Aquarius, you might even be more voluble, more loquacious than usual. You might find yourself talking a lot about Aquarius things. That could be matters pertaining to the future, new ideas, new concepts, things that are innovative, new technology. It could be about aerospace, astronomy, even astrology. And of course, if you're watching this video, there's a very good chance you'll be talking a lot about astrology, because you're obviously have an interest in it. So anyway, and really talking about, you could be communicating about Aquarius new beginnings as well, talking about future new beginnings. Could be matters of innovation, invention, doing something with astrology, aerospace, astronomy, doing something with computers or electronics. And as I've talked about previously, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be another way this may manifest, is that this could be that Aquarius siblings, they could be Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Aquarius-like characteristics, could play an integral role, perhaps in new beginnings, and even perhaps maybe even in your outlook, perhaps to some degree, and even maybe in matters with your appearance, if you're needing some kind of advice or something on that, they might perhaps play a role in that perhaps. So anyway, well, the next thing up, as far as February goes, Mercury will be in Pisces from the 10th until the 28th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, well, this could be a time where you might be, where really, it could be where communications with perhaps people at that place you generate income at might be somewhat ambiguous and cryptic. It could be talking about maybe where you're thinking very idealistically regarding monetary matters, matters with possessions, resources, and also where, but at the same time, you're thinking about, your self-worth and self-esteem might be somewhat nebulous and unclear, and as far as, for example, understanding on how, what you really feel about yourself, and as far as confidence and so forth and so on, and really, or maybe even it could be in matters in terms of improving it. You might be, you're thinking maybe somewhat ambivalent, indecisive. Now, also too, another way this may manifest too, as I've talked about before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be Pisces siblings. They could be Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant siblings, or simply ones that embody Pisces-like characteristics. Might figure prominently more so than usual in your resources, your possessions, your self-worth and self-esteem. And a lot of this, of course, could be predicated and dependent on the aspects this makes to points in your natal chart. If it makes an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, well, this might actually have more really could a point as far, especially with the self-esteem and self-worth, might be perhaps to the detriment and might make you feel a little bit more down and more negative and pessimistic regarding that perhaps, or maybe even, let's say if this is making an adverse aspect to your say your natal Venus, this could even increase the propensity for maybe them having a negative effect perhaps on your income at this point in time. So anyway, maybe there'll be some talk, considering Pisces is cryptic energy. This could be some communication about cryptocurrency, but I'm only joking, of course. I don't know if cryptocurrency is really that cryptic or not. I'm just making a play on words joke, a little bit of my Gemini moon wordplay coming out, but I'm just being facetious about that. Anyway, last but not least, Venus will be in Sagittarius. Well, actually, it already had been there, but at this time, it was in there from February 1st until the 3rd, so the 11th house is what was emphasized and highlighted at this time. Could have been Sagittarius relationships. They could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Sagittarius characteristics. May have been prominent in goals, your aspirations in groups, clubs, or organizations. This could have been about the enjoyment of Sagittarius things with friends, with acquaintances. It could be matters of philosophy, religion, even sports, athletics, the outdoors, perhaps. And also a period where you may have valued perhaps spending exuberantly, perhaps on the future, perhaps. And Sagittarius, also long distance, such as maybe getting tickets for long distance journeys. Maybe making purchases because Sagittarius can be connected, with traveling abroad, and of course the 11th house can be about one's future. Now, another thing is that this could have been a period too where you may have valued strongly and enjoyed, being learning, being that perpetual learner with friends, with acquaintances, being that incorrigible optimist. It could be also putting a lot of expansive, exuberant, enthusiastic energy, enjoying that as well, into humanitarian endeavors as well. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. for my Aquarius February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. Stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my Aquarius February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person astrologically speaking based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.